what? What? That ending? Oh, I'm about to pull a chibi. Dude! Holy shit. They just mindfucked me. Did they make out? Did Makita and Code make out or kiss or something? Because Makita blushed at the end, or was it like she just confessed to him or something? What happened? What happened? I am so confused, but they both walked out in like shame. And I was like, wait, please don't tell me she's behind him. And she was behind Ko, and I was like, oh. Oh man, how hard right, man. Production IG, I knew it. They only take anime with twists. They will not take an anime that is generic. They will only take anime with twists. If the anime doesn't have a twist, don't expect them to pick it up. But they picked this up, so I knew there was gonna be something that happened. Oh man, that was too good. Now that I'm done fangasming to an extent, let's actually get into the episode. So I have some points that I want to bring up. So, is Makita blocking Ko or Futaba away from Ko? Like, because she tells Ko to go, you know, get some glasses for them, but it seemed as if it was like in a worried manner, as if like he and Futaba were going on to each other. They were like coming on to each other, even though that clearly wasn't what it was. But I'm feeling Yuri is feeling some type of tension, like I kind of, you know, predicted would happen. I knew there was going to be some type of tension within this, but I think this is the way they're going to showcase it. They're going to showcase it through trying to push one away from the other. And in a way that's separating the friendship, but not too much to an extent. But then there are two problems that I want to bring up. Not problems with the anime, but, you know, problems with each character. So, are the characters reverting back to their old selves like at the beginning of this series, where it seemed as if Futaba is changing into a person that she's really not, and that's where the makeup comes from? Is that what Ko's kind of suspecting, even though Ko's technically going under the same thing? He was over here talking to people the last episode that he knew that he shouldn't have been talking to, and he didn't like the type of people that they were. He's over here this episode just taking garbage from like the advanced placement classes, as if either he doesn't care or number two, he just accepts it. And Aya doesn't accept it, which is one thing I'll get to in a minute. But the question is Ko going against his own advice and being a hypocrite by like changing it into something that he's not, being a fake? Because if so, I wonder what Futaba is going to say about this. Is Futaba and Makita, are they going to get involved in this? It seems as if Aya's already gotten involved. I wonder if Murao is going to have a breakdown to Ko and just be like, will you just stop pissing your brother off, Kanaka-sensei? So that is another question. How is that going to work out? Speaking of Aya, thank God, Kominato, or Aya, finally got character development. He's not a jerk. I didn't know he was that tall until, like, I looked at him in, like, the, you know, the fight scene or the argument scene, and I thought to myself, like, oh my gosh, he's, like, really tall. And he seems a lot more muscular, too. Not as if, like, I don't know, it's not as if he's more muscular, but he does seem bigger than most of the people in the show, which is something that I just noticed. But I also realized that only after he, like, confronted the people that were making fun of Ko. And that is one thing that I do like about Aya. He's loyal. And it's nice to finally have some type of development from him, because I was over here like, why is he even in the show? Because they're not doing anything with him. Now that problem's gone, and I have no problem with any of these characters. So, yeah, they're all developed. There you go. Say what you want about Murao, just because she doesn't show that much personality doesn't mean she's not developed. They've spent time on her, and they've showed us even her situation. And the comedy, man. I still remember that when Ko got cranky about them chips, man. This episode was just so funny. I remember, like, I was sitting there, like, Ko was just in his bed, and I was like, okay, he's gonna say something. I was like, he's gonna, like, get up and be like, wait, what? And then they, like, sit there for, like, 15 seconds. I'm like, why are they still on this seat? Did it freeze? Is there a still frame? He was like, wait, what? They're coming over. I was like, yeah. I still remember when he reached across the table, grabbed a bag of chips, didn't even want to study. Just like, I'm back to sleep. These aren't even the right chips. You come to my house, you don't even bring the right chips. Get out. And finally, other than the ending, is Makita getting outmatched? Is she, like Yuri, is she actually visually being outmatched by Futaba? Is she jealous of Futaba? I don't know, because it seemed as if school, she was the only one worried about how Futaba looks. She was like, oh, you look different, but she was like, oh wow, she does look really, really pretty. And that's not the only thing that looks pretty. So I'm confused. Maybe the other thing that looks pretty is her type of personality, the way that she confronts stuff, or the way that she's just acting herself as she used to. But regardless, good episode. I wonder if all these conflicts are going to be answered. If not, it's not really an issue. But these are just questions that I just cared to bring up. Man, that ending. Oh my gosh. Next episode is going to be so chaotic. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, comment. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces.